Welcome back to channel. No, another story time, I, that was a book, my bad. You know, I tell a lot of stories on this channel, but this story kinda stands out with being the most, I think, craziest one I've ever told. So, let's get into this, but before we do, like and subscribe, that's a must. Please do, and I am going to start doing more normal content again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This content uh hasn't been normal, and we are going to, you know, um, get back normal uh content. I wanna say uh this. I want to say this, but anyways, that beside point. Let's get in story. Gather all your friends because it's story time. I'm I I kind of whipped off Adventure Times, theme song, but it's chill, it's chill, it's chill. You know, it's chill. We're chill. Um, so this story happened. I can't remember if I was 7 or 8, and me and my me. This is a follow up to the other story that that we told a few days ago about the crazy chick and shit like that, where she tried to fight my cousin, threatened to stab us, right? So, you know, let's get in this. This is a story about home. So, you're probably like, okay, so from that video, this girl cannot be that like crazy. Maybe, I mean, she'll threaten to stab you or try to stab you, but she would never hurt a ant no more, right? Uh, yeah, warning all over the video, about what I'm about to talk about. So, basically, what had happened was me and Alyssa would chill at the crib, normal, all day, right? Feel me? And we were just hanging out type shit. And basically, what had happened was the girl ended up coming over to crib. Now, I must say that before we continue. Now, before we get into the part where she almost has stabbed me, I need to talk about the first half because I do not remember telling the first half recently. So, instead of, yanking the other video and being like, hey, go watch that shit. And I'm telling you it in the video. So, basically, when me and Yessa were kids, we had this girl, like, we had this old grandma come to our house with her granddaughter. And you guys are probably like, okay, this is weird. So, let me tell y'all. So, me and Alyssa were just, you know, hanging out. Mom was setting up the pool. All, all this shit, right? All this shit, right? And so, me and Alyssa are just swimming in a pool. Old lady comes. She's like, can my granddaughter come play with your kids? My mom's like, yes. That's right. And then we proceed to like known that girl from that day. Now they were from Texas. It's, and this is my only experience with a Texas person. Actually, not really. Like one of my other homies is from Texas. He's so very nice dude. I don't know if he still watches my channel or he still knows. Actually, me and him still have a streak going on Snapchat still. Oh, yeah, 161 days. Like, me and I've known that dude for a long time. That's Bro. And see, like, bro's so chill. But anyways, that beside point. So, this girl, or this, right, we're hanging out one day. I end up, we're hanging out one night, and I end up getting very jealous. Now you're probably like, why did you get jealous, Alice? And I'm going to say this because I felt like my cousin would be was getting taken from me, and like all this shit. I thought she was getting taken from me because she seems like she would be becoming good friends with this chick. Right now, that is, you guys are probably like, this is, you got mad at your cousin for making a friend. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was a controlling little kid, and I had problems when I was a kid. I wanted my cousin only to be my best friend and only my friend. And because as a little kid, we really don't understand, like, we don't understand things like how normal people do. So, oh yeah, it might have sounded controlling at the time, but then again, I was a little kid. I did not know any better. So, anyways, I ended up kicking the trash can that night. Um, But yeah, that's that. And you guys are probably like, what does this have to do with the story? Nothing. It has nothing to do with the damn story. But yeah, yeah. Uh, so let's get into meat potatoes. So yeah, a few days later, I'm playing side with this this girl comes over and we start all playing fucking basketball. Now, you know, this is why the basketball is the only sport that I kinda like. Like, I mean, I know some baseball players, not all though. It's some. It's not all, and it's not really like. It's not really like. I know some like Kyrie Irving, and I don't know if that's baseball or basketball. I just know of him, and I just know his name, and yeah. I know some other people, but that beside point. So we're playing basketball, and this girl starts proceeding to talking shit to me as a joke, and my cousin didn't think that was a joke, so she started, yeah, checking her, like as my cousin does. My actually, fuck this. I'm not calling her my cousin. That's my fucking sister. My sister starts fucking checking this fucking chick at fucking normal, right? Because she didn't like seeing anybody mean to me or shit like that. She still doesn't. He's still like, oh hell no, you were not picking on my fucking like cousin. And I don't know if she sees me as a brother, but I see her as a sister. I don't know if she sees me as a brother. Honestly, I don't know. I think she just sees me as a cousin, but that beside point. So the chick starts talking about like, I stab at both of y'all, I stab both of y'all, and then we're like, okay, you're fucking, this is crazy. So she, Yissa runs in the house. On cue, my mom comes back with the sodas as she runs in the house. It's like a fucking comedy. But anyways, so basically, um, me and Yissa are inside talking about it, explaining the shit to mom, and she's like, oh, I don't want y'all hanging out with her anymore. Okay. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I can tell you the story that has never been told. Because I didn't remember it until Alyssa jogged my memory 2 days ago. We were talking about stories. So me and Alyssa and her boyfriend, Chris, were talking about stories, and I brought up this bitch to her, and she was like, oh yeah, that girl was crazy. You remember when she tried to kill our cat? And then I was like, what? And then my memory started going back to that day. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember. So I'm about to tell you that story now. So now that we got some backstory on the Dean, I decided to tell y'all the backstory the York because I'm not trying to yank a 2-year-old video that below where I didn't have no fucking storytelling skills. I ain't doing that. I'm pretty sure it's up. And I left some details out of that. But, anyways, let's get in this. Now, I do want to say warning for anybody that fucking is a animal level warning. This is your chance click off video. I also love animals very much with my whole fucking heart. Alright, so this is kinda going to be gross storytell, but let's get in it. Now, when this story happened, I think this was before. I think this was after the bitch tried to stab us in front to stab us, right? And we still hung out with her. I don't know fucking why. I don't fucking know why. We involved ourselves with Stu fucking Piddity when we were fucking younger. We dealt with too much Stu fucking Piddity when we were kids. What I mean by that was we had the choice to stay out of situations like that, but due to our fucking stupidity, we always were hanging out with kids that could potentially, I don't know, fucking stab us. Kids that could potentially, like, murder us. Kids that could potentially do all this shit. We still chose to hang out with them. Now, why? I don't fucking know. I don't know. We were stupid. We were young and stupid. And that was the case when you're young and you're stupid. You tend to hang out with people that you don't think are bad at the time. But once something really bad happens, you realize, okay, we need to stop fucking playing with these people. We need to stop, hanging out with the people and shit. Right? So anyways, our cat was outside at the time. And me and Yissa are just talking. And she petting the cat. The guard that we barely fucking knew. She petting the cat. I think the cat's name was Snowy or some shit. I cannot remember. I remember only 2 cats' names, and that was Alice and Phil. And both were named after my grandparents, but one, died. Died at the damn time. at the damn time. My grandma was still alive at the damn time. But she ain't alive anymore, which God rest her goddamn soul and shit. You know, God rest her soul. But anyways, so we're playing, and she fucking, no jokingly, tries to squish the cat. No jokingly, tries to squish the fucking cat. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So, I think Alyssa ended up grabbing her wrist. And I can't remember, it been so young, but I think, yeah, Alyssa ended up grabbing her wrist, you know, holding her down on the damn ground, and fucking started just fucking punching the shit out of her. Now, I'm like, I gotta go get mom, and because this shit's happening, right? And mom gets it, we break a fight, she has to go back to her house, obviously, and mom was like, okay, she is definitely never allowed back here again. And then after that, what basically happened is we never saw that chick again. Like, she disappeared. But yeah, that's the time where, a crazy bitch tried to kill my cat. And, yeah, hopefully, y'all enjoyed it. I have more stories. That I do want to tell in the future. Like, there's one story that I forgot to tell while I was, talking about the little fun group thing I had with my cousin. So I'm going to be telling that story right after this one. But yeah. Alright, come and subscribe, and if you're wondering if that cat's still alive, no, I think we had to get it put down because it started acting very, very mean. And very, well, no, we didn't get it put down. We put it in a animal, like, sanctuary where it would be fine. But, yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, we didn't have to deal with a crazy bitch anymore. And, yeah, more story. Just be careful about who you hang around with. That's it. Bye, guys.